Due to some errors during filming, I will appear heavily edited and in black and white in the following video. Don't worry, Dianne still looks great. Somewhere along the line in my life, I declared Dianne Wiest my favorite actress. However, I feel a little disingenuous saying that sometimes because I haven't seen all of her movies. So, in honor of her birthday on March 28th, I decided to launch a challenge. So basically, I have until her birthday next year to see the rest of her films. I'm going to do the top 5 as of today, and then the top 5 again when I'm done. So, version 1 of my top 5 Dianne Wiest performances. At number 5, we have Radio Days. So this is a fun movie about the days where people were listening to radio shows before television and everything. So it's a really fun, nostalgic kind of movie, and I just love it. And she does an excellent job here. My favorite scene that she's in is she's dating a man who's recently lost his fiancée. And she tells her family, well, we know he's marriage-minded because he just lost his fiancée. But there's a scene when they're listening to the radio and, you know, their song comes on. And the man starts to cry. And he says,
every time I hear that song on the radio, my memory goes back to Leonard.
And she says,
you never said your fiance's name was Leonard.
How could I?
And they just sit there and listen to this song.
It's a nice song.
It's so sweet and subtle and progressive for the time, that's for sure. At number 4 is Edward Scissorhands. This one's pretty iconic, so I kind of wanted to put it higher, but these other 3 are just a bigger deal to me. So, my favorite scene of hers is probably when she goes on the talk show with Edward, and people are saying, oh, well, if you got your hands fixed, you wouldn't be special anymore. And he was like, yeah, you know, because that's what he wanted. He wanted to be the same. So Peg, her character, speaks up and says,
no matter what, Edward will always be special.
Now this one pains me to have it at number 3, but I had to. This is The Birdcage. It is in my Letterboxd 4 favorites, which are these posters behind me. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So my second favorite movie of all time is The Birdcage. My favorite moment in this of hers, I actually have 2. The first is the iconic,
somebody has to like me best.
And the second is when she is undercover as a drag queen toward the end of the film. And she kind of gets stunned by the spotlight, like a deer in the headlights, you know, and she just sort of freezes. And it's just so subtly funny. It's just brilliant. At number 2, Bullets Over Broadway, for which she won her second Best Supporting Actress Academy Award. This character, Helen Sinclair, is an established actress, let's say. She is so fantastic here. Her voice is in a lower register than usual, although she slips out of it a couple times, so you feel like Helen Sinclair's voice is put on. It's kind of that mid-Atlantic accent, you know, like all the old actors had. And my favorite line of hers is when he says, your taste is exquisite.
My taste is superb. My eyes are exquisite.
For number 1, this might seem like an odd choice, but I went with Parenthood. This is the first film I ever saw her in, so I think that's why I'm so attached to it. But her performance is just absolutely stunning. Even when I was a kid and I wasn't really noticing things like actor performances, she stood out to me. I was like, this lady is the best thing in this movie. And if you consider the cast, legendary actors that are in this thing, that is amazing. My favorite scene by far is when she's in the kitchen with Todd, who's played by Keanu Reeves. And they're discussing her son, Gary, who's played by a young Joaquin Phoenix. He went by Leaf at the time. The way they go back and forth, and it's so touching that she realizes about midway through the conversation that there is a lot more to Todd than she realized.
I guess a boy Gary's age really needs a man around.
Depends on the man.
And I tear up when I think about it. It's kind of a turning point for the family. So that's it. Happy birthday, Dianne Wiest. At the end of this year-long challenge, I will give my updated top 5 and we'll see if it's the same or if we have a couple new entries. My prediction is that it will basically stay the same. There might be one that switches out, and I think maybe the order will shift around a little. So thank you for watching. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you at the cinema.